These are the top 5 harsh truths I learned about humans. At the age of 28, there's a lot more to learn, but this is what I've learned so far. This might be uncomfortable for some. Buckle up. This is going to be a raw video. Number 1, nobody fucking cares about you. I mean, they do, but they don't. In our heads, we perceive people as way more caring than they actually are. Most of the time, in your head, you imagine it way better than it actually is as far as telling somebody about what you are doing. And then you tell them and you get a subpar reaction. Nobody cares. It's not that people hate you or don't like you. It's that everybody's so caught up in surviving that they don't have time to really be like, wow, that's amazing. Holy shit, tell me more. I am genuinely happy for you. Most of the time, if you tell them good things, it actually elicits envy, which is the exact opposite of what you want. So what I've learned to do is just to keep quiet. Not everybody needs to know what you are doing all the time. If you're happy about something, share it with your closest family members and or your spouse and make sure they're genuinely happy for you. But 98% of the people don't give a fuck. Number 2, talk is cheap. That is a saying that's been reverberated for years and years and years. And it's true. Most people just talk and take absolutely no action. In my time doing business, doing this, doing that, I've heard zillions of people talk about these grandiose ideas and them amount to absolutely zilch. Nothing. And I've seen it over and over and over and fucking over. The people that talk the most generally take the least amount of action. So be wary of the people that are always constantly talking about, I do this, I do that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm doing this, I'm making that, I'm doing... Just look at them right in the corner and say, bro, shut the fuck up and just do it. How about that? Talk is absolutely cheap, and a lot of people like cheap. So they talk. What's expensive is shutting the fuck up and working, and not many people do that. So talk is cheap. Don't be one of the talkers. 98% of the people I meet nowadays just talk. They don't actually take action. They just talk. Number 3, people are very bad listeners. In my experience, 98% of the time when I'm with somebody, they don't listen to what I'm saying. They listen just to respond with their own story, to pivot the conversation back to them somehow, some way. And it's relatively frustrating, but it is what it is. I guess you learn how to be a better listener when everybody just wants to talk. And that is something that is rare to be a good listener because everybody just fucking wants to talk about themselves. If you can become a good listener in this landscape of bad listeners, you are going to be so rare and so coveted. People will literally be addicted to you. People are such bad listeners nowadays. It's fucking insane. Nobody can just sit down and genuinely listen to what you are saying, ask questions intentfully, and not feel the urge to bring the conversation back to them somehow, some way. Just genuinely be interested in what you are saying. So if you do find people like that, keep them around, and then think to yourself, am I a good listener? Am I a bad listener? Am I always constantly talking about myself, or am I asking intentful questions about the other person? Number 4, people will never care as much as you'll care about the shit you are doing. What I mean by that is if you have employees, if you have business partners, if you have someone working with you on something and you want something done your way and you rely on that person, chances are they're not going to give a fuck as much as you're going to give a fuck. And they'll be late. They won't get it done right. They'll do it sloppily. They just don't care as much as you care. If you want to do something that is dear to you, you got to do it yourself. Otherwise, people will fuck it up. Nobody cares as much as you about your business, about your this, about your that. If you are hiring or outsourcing something to someone else, they are living in their own worlds. They will just do it just to get it done and get it off their table. For you to think people should care as much as you care is super naive. Last but not least, people are negative. It's just easier for people to want to talk about the problems rather than solutions. And most people I meet will find more common ground on negatives than positives. How many people do you meet that you ask, how was your day? And they respond, my day has been fantastic. I could not have asked for a better day. I'm here, I'm living, God is good. I got water, I got food, I got a roof over my head. You probably have never heard those combination of words ever. Most people you ask, how are you doing? They'll respond with some fucking subpar, I'm living, I'm making it through, I'm mustering about, I'm hanging in there, I'm doing it. It's like such negative bullshit. And then when you sit down and have a deep conversation, it usually turns into some fucking negative bullshit. This person did this to me, or this person did that, or I'm suffering through this and I'm doing that, and blah, 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 negative. I'm like, shut the fuck up, please, shut the fuck up. When I hear negativity, I just walk the fuck away now. It is so hard to find people that are just genuinely positive. Most people just want therapists to talk about negative shit because it makes them feel good. It makes them feel like they're working through their problems, but they're not really working through their problems. The only way to turn a negative into a positive is action. So be around the people that look at negatives as inciting incidents to take action. Those are the people you want to be around. They'll take a negative and be like, all right, this is negative, but we're going to turn it into a positive through this action. Versus the negative motherfuckers who just want it to be negative. Will just talk about it all fucking day long and do absolutely nothing to make it a positive. That being said, take this negative, turn it into a positive.